Hello, Chosen Undead. Welcome back to Fiasco Plays Dark Souls Remastered Badly. When we last finished the last episode, we were giving the large ember to Andrea Vestora, and now we are heading back down to the depths to deal with everything down in the depths. So we're going to go and, we're going to head back to Firelink. I had debated running there and taking care of getting to the depths off camera, but on the off chance that you're following this as a guide, I wanted to make sure that you, could track all of the steps, everything going through here, through the process. Okay, so before we head down to the depths, we are going to go ahead and rest up. And we are going to reverse hollowing. And the reason we're going to do this is that there are some features in the depths that require you to be online or human in order to access them. Specifically, we're going to be trying to get invaded by a guy named Kirk, and we're also going to be trying to summon Solaire to help us on the end of it. So, I had a soft humanity sitting around. I figured let's just go ahead and burn it now and work our way down there. All right. These guys are not really a threat, as you can see, but they're still annoying, so we'll deal with them. Oh, that worked out well. All right. Oh, come on. That was a backstab. All right, whatever. So we're going to continue through here. We're going to go ahead and tap this poor rat. This poor, abused rat. On the off chance he drops a humanity. No. Okay. So humanity, I've talked about this before. It's a resource you're going to want to go ahead and see if you can't get a lot of. It is important for unlocking a lot of the live online stuff in terms of invasions and PvP and summoning and everything else, and being invaded by some of the NPC enemies. It's also important because every point of soft humanity on your character, if you're human above, I think 0, gives you a little boost to your luck or whatever. So sort of a boost to the drop chance of things off of items. All right, so we're going to come down here. Welcome to the depths again. We've been through some of this stuff. We can skip the drop down to fight the big rat. We can skip the butchers because they're both single summon or single spawn enemies. And we're going to be heading down to the bonfire. Oh shit. No, we're not. We're going to be being invaded by an enemy player. Oh my god. I like how I talked about how these guys aren't that bad, and now I can't fucking figure it out. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a big man. Woo, go you. Second verse, same as the first. Let's see if I can't find my souls. All right. Continue down. The butchers, like I mentioned, are single spawn enemies, so they're not named or anything, but they're also not going to show up again. So you fought them once, that's all you need to worry about. Let's go ahead and continue on down the stairs. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. So the thing is with this dude, it's clearly a trap. He drops down. He's annoyingly hard to fight, but not because they're actually difficult. It's just tedious. These slimes... Up? Yeah, thanks for the warning. Okay. Gives you a soul packet, which is certainly useful. We can go ahead and take off the ring again, put on hovels. Alright. No, not the longsword. Shit. Suffer through this part of it, and then the water's shallow enough that you don't need to worry too much about. There is a way to do this, and I swear to God, when I'm not recording, I can do this flawlessly pretty much every time, and it drives me bonkers that I've done this twice now and fucked it up in front of, open broadcasting software. All right, we're going to go ahead and reset our things here. I don't have enough stuff to spend to try and bump my decks up one more point. We're so close to being able to do the thing. I am going to go ahead and see. All right, so I don't have any other miracles just yet. We're going to see if we can't get our hands on some. Touch a dragon remnant. I've never figured out what exactly that means. Whether that's someone I can summon to fight with me or fight against me, I'm not sure. Right. So now we're going to head down here. This is the shortcut we showed you earlier, and in there would be the room where you fought that big rat. I'm going to keep on going this way, however. And around the corner here are a bunch of these little rat dudes. The rats are a great way to farm humanity, but as you can see, the drop rate's not phenomenal. There's 6 there or something, and I only got none. In this corner here is the Great Axe. The Great Axe is a fantastic strength weapon. Very slow swing timer and not a lot of reach, but holy sweet fuck does it hit hard. Watch out in these rat boxes because sometimes there's a rat in them and they will ambush you. There's a bunch of rats down here. The rats are not like mega dangerous, with the exception that with enough attacks they will poison you, which is a condition that's clear offable with moss, so it's not that big a deal, all things considered. Continue down this way. And there's going to be a soul packet, I think, or possibly a humanity, I forget. Okay, soul packet. Continue along this path, through the white wall, or probably a loading screen or something. Okay, so this is a relatively challenging encounter. There is a dancing sorcerer and a couple of these rats. So you see his trident right now on the screen. Okay. Woo, that got tight there. Here's a humanity. All right, cool. So the sorcerer buffs the crap out of those rats. They do massively increased damage, and I got really aggressive and really cocky there, and that really could have gone poorly. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. This is why I have that out of combat heal. We still have plenty of Estus for use later and so forth and so on. Watch out for... Yep, there's probably a warning. Imminent lying in ambush. That's accurate. There's 2 rats here. There may be 2 more here. Let's find out. No, these are empty. All right, but around this corner to the left is a large Titanite shard, which is very exciting for me because I have the large ember, and that means now I have the tools to make this +6 claymore, which is very, very cool. Let's continue along. Just fuck boxes on the Dark Souls universe. All right, so this hallway can be disorienting. Come through here. So this is the room you were in a second ago. Take the first right, and don't follow for this trap. Follow this rat back, and you'll see if you were to completely follow this rat, there would be a drop-off. He's a trap. And there's a hole there in the floor that you could fall through. And if you did so, there'd be enemies waiting to make your life miserable. So take the first right. Here's the room. Take the first right at the torch. Take the first left at the torch. Poke the rat. Get your soul item. Don't go down there as there's another drop off right there you see. Maybe the physics engine will take care of it for me. Yeah. See kind of how he's falling down there. Anyway, you can hear, if you listen, there's like that croaking noise. There's these enemies down there. They're called basilisks. And they're nasty because they have a curse cloud attack, which is sort of a spray out in front of them. And that spray will curse you. And obviously it will kill you if your curse bar fills up. The curse spray can kill you if the curse bar debuff fills up. And what's frustrating about that is it will permanently have, I think, your character's health bar. So you can clear it off if you have, I don't know if I have the item. Yeah, no, not that. Okay, I don't have it. There's an item that'll clear off the curse, but it's expensive in terms of souls. You got to go back to where the bell gargoyles were. It's a pain in the ass to get to. So come on down here again, and we're going to go ahead and talk to Domhnall. These guys can drop green and large Titanite. However, they are not very high drop rates for either. There are a handful of rats in here as well. Their aggro range or their aggro leash is not mega long, so you can just run past all this stuff if you are so inclined. Man. Two-handing it does all of fucking 3 more damage. Whack, whack, whack. Alright. Nothing? Man. My kingdom for a large Titanite, crying out loud. Alright. So there's this other rat. Let's see. No humanity? Alright, awesome. Good to know. Alright, so continue along. This door here is, I believe, locked right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. This door here will take you down to Blighttown. This is the front way to do so. Let's also talk to Domhnall or Domhnall.
Aye, sure, aye. And good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
And we're going to learn the joy gesture. Yay. And you go ahead and talk.
I'm afraid I don't.
You want to exhaust
I'm afraid.
his dialogue as much as you can. And so he's important because later on he will relocate to Firelink Shrine, as damn near everybody seems to. And what's important about that is that later on he will sell boss armors. So he sells the crystal weapons. We'll get to those in a second. He sells a bunch of arrows and bolts, whatever, and he sells his set of armor. However, as the game progresses, his collection of armors that he sells will continue to grow. Eventually, he will have access to and sell, for example, Ornstein and Smo's gear. I think I for sure Ornstein, and then presumably also Smo's, because I can't imagine he would have one and not the other. He also has gold pine resin, applies a lightning buff to the weapon you're using in your right hand. That's useful for the gaping dragon, who we're going to get to in a second. But I've currently got 3 gold pine resin, so I'm not going to worry about it. But this is a helpful buff for that particular boss. He sells the Crystal Straight Sword, Crystal Great Sword, and Crystal Shield. Crystal weapons are mathematically better versions of their non-crystalline equivalents in terms of the damage dealt per level of weapon. However, they cannot be repaired. You can't repair them at the fireplace. You can't repair them at whatever. That is...
It's a shame, but no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us someday, sometime.
There is... they're useful for short-term work if you really need to burn through a zone. But you can't repair the weapons with the repair box or at various blacksmiths and so forth. So it is of limited, I'd say, use in terms of a long-term application. So let's continue, and I've got got 1,000 souls away from being able to use the Black Knight Greatsword, which is cool. And I have enough soul items to be able to use it. So, yeah, give me a brief diversion. I've been working towards this goal for a while. Oh, actually, no. We're currently human form. Let's go ahead and handle this stuff. Will actually give us the souls we need. All right, so here's the hallway we were just down taking a look at, right? Up there is where the big giant rat came from. There is our fireplace shortcut. And this is the direction we're going now. What the shit? What the shit? I've never seen them this aggressive. What the crap? What the shit? That's crazy. Okay, well, so they're just FYI, I guess there's some rats down here, and they're mega pissed about something. Holy crap. So this one runs away. I don't remember if he's baiting me into an ambush or not. Let's just poke all the boxes and play it safe. So it's important that you come down this hallway and you're in human form. So the way you can tell that, if you don't know for sure, because especially like this character, I'm wearing so much armor right now in terms of just physically covering my body. I can't look at myself and be like, oh, I'm an undead. If the number, the 01 on my screen right now, is highlighted in white, you are human. If it is a gray kind of muted color, you are hollow. So it's important that you be human for this. Because we are going to be invaded by Kirk. Now, Kirk is not a terribly difficult fight. Right about now, I think. Alright. Also, there's a basilisk. There he is. Dark Knight Kirk. Alright, so he summons in right about here. He's a relatively straightforward fight. If you are good at parrying, which I am not, he is parryable very easily. If you are good at backstabbing, which I am moderately better at, he is also backstabbable. As you can see, he also staggers relatively easily. He's not, as I said, a very difficult fight. You get humanity from the fight, which is always great. And you get some of his gear. None of it is a guaranteed drop. However, he will fight you multiple times in the course of the game, invading you every time, and he drops bits and pieces of his gear when he does so. So he drops his Kirk's armor and also the barbed straight sword, and I believe also the barbed shield. The barbed straight sword, or the barbed items, are notable because they inflict bleeding damage on a target whenever they hit that target. So let's go ahead, and I want to use my greatsword. Or my Black Knight sword. So bleed damage is just like everything else, curse or poison or whatever. There's a bar of resistances that you have, and when it fills up, you take that effect. Bleeding and poison are both kind of long-term damage over time effects, and curse obviously insta-kills you. Oh, look. A friendly summon. Also a fan of the thief set, looks like. Cool. Boop. Oh, goodness. Very exciting. All right, cool. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything with my Claymore at the moment because I would need to modify it, not reinforcement. But we do have some Twinkling Titanite. Let's go ahead and make this a higher level Black Knight sword while we're at it. I lack the souls to make it a Black Knight sword +3, but let's go ahead and burn. No, fuck it. It's fine. That's fine. Boop, boop. All right. Yeah. Black Knight sword. I think I need to... rejigger my armor now because I'm back to medium rolling. Medium rolling isn't the end of the world. It's not like it's that big a deal, but yeah, it's a thing. All right. So 27. We need to get it a little lower. None of this stuff. 3.7. Let's see if that does it. Yep. Okay, cool. So we're back down to the Brigand Gauntlet, which actually makes more sense anyway, kind of, in that the arm that is covered by a shield, and then the arm that is not has a... yeah, anyway, whatever. Cool. Awesome. Great. Let us continue on our original objective. Wait. Nope. Down this way. Boop. So all that stuff is going to obviously have respawned. Okay, whatever. Quite a bit of lead up on that, huh? Good lord. Let's take a look at what... I've never actually used this and had the stats to wield it, so it looks like it hits pretty hard, but quite a bit of lead up time, so I got to be very careful on timing that thing. However, the light strikes seem like they're pretty great, and very kind of over the top, overhanded. That's a good attack. I like that. Nice broad slash. Yeah. Pretty good timing on that, too, it looks like. What? Well, you can't... Okay, you want to play? Okay, let us continue through this zone. This part of the depths is intimidating because it's just kind of... It's kind of confusing, just in terms of like where the hell you are, or where you're going, and such and so forth and so on. So there's nothing down this way. Alright, sorry, this is a basilisk. That smoky cloud coming out of his mouth, that was the cloud attack. And like I said, this is actually a real player. Somewhere in the game got caught in this, and they died. In that effect. The best way I've found, if there's just one or two, is to just get up in their grill and keep dancing around, because you can get into their back arc pretty quickly and pretty easily and deal with them that way. If, however, you... find yourself outnumbered, there's a lot of them. At that point, try and see if you can't engage at range if you have the ability to do so, or engage, just try and poke them out. Nope, guess not. Alright. Get your soul packet. Actually, I should see if I have gear with curse resist on it, because I'll bet that holy stuff probably has good curse resist. Yeah, the rogue set has none of it. Okay, looks like none of this stuff has curse resist. That sucks. Alright, is what it is. Alright, yeah. Alright, buddy. Yeah. All right, so if you're lucky about some of this stuff, you can just get up in their grill and kind of make your life a little easier. This segment can be tricky as well because there's a drop down. So the best thing to try and do is get this one dude to come out on his own and play with you. And then there's one or two more down here. And they're going to be kind of hard to get at. There's also clearly an ambush. There's these two you can see, but there's also one more down here. If I were a leveled pyromancer, this would be a great time to use that. If I were a mage, this would be a great time to use that. I am neither of those things. So I'm going to get those two. I'm going to see if I can't get this one. Yeah, and now I don't know if this is the Black Knight sword or the fact that they just don't have a lot of hit points, but they do go down relatively easily. Grab your soul packet. Notice that there's nothing else over here. Another poor player kind of got outnumbered or overwhelmed. And just kind of swinging behind him. They do get flanked relatively easily. Oh, shit. All right. So these were the two that were waiting down here for you. Oh, cool. You can farm them for Eyes of Death if you are so inclined. Eyes of Death are utilized for the Gravelord Servant Covenant. I don't remember what the boon of that particular covenant is. We'll come through here. Oh, these poor guys. Bunch of dudes seemed like they fell down that hole and got, I guess maybe not this room, but there is one of these rooms where you get dropped. Pick up the Ring of the Evil Eye. The Ring of the Evil Eye will heal you a little bit after every kill. It is not a great deal of healing per kill, but it is certainly better than nothing, I suppose. And we're going to continue up the stairs. So there's the hole we were just at a second ago. Let's go around here and see. There's nothing up these stairs. I don't think there is, but let's check. Oh, okay. Got it. Wonder what's down there. So I'm not really good at jumping, so that's... Woo! All right, humanity. I feel less excited about making that jump. Okay. Woo! Didn't embarrass myself completely. Right. Let's continue back this way. We're going to go back to where we were, essentially, and then we're going to take on Gaping Dragon. Another Eye of Death. Maybe I should go join the Gravelord Covenant. Shit. Continue around this way. These were the two that were just kind of looking at me, mean mugging me through the grill. I'm going to take a right and another quick left. Down the stairs. This is the long, thin hallway. And here is where we fought Kirk a second ago. We are back in the main drag. There was a person trying to get summoned. I'm going to go see if I can't summon them. I'm a pretty big believer in if you can summon someone, help someone out. It'll give them some souls. It'll do that kind of thing for them. It doesn't cost me anything but a couple seconds, so why not? On other playthroughs, when I'm not recording a lot of it, I also love to sit there and get summoned. It's a great way to grind out souls. Let's see. Are they still there looking to get picked up? Looks like they are. All right, cool. Come, Aaron. Let us go kill Gaping Dragon. Every time you summon someone, it does make the boss a little harder. They get more health and they get all that kind of stuff. So it does take them a little longer to fight. Okay, fine. It is what it is. But summoning people, this is the... Hey. All right, cool. So you summon someone. That's a great way for them to get experience. It's a great way for them to learn the boss fight. It's a great way for them to farm up the things they need to farm up for the Sunbro Covenant. That's what they're looking for. Get resources, that kind of thing. So yes, it does make some of the content easier. Okay, fine. It is also, you're really helping that person out. So, just if you can, do it. Come around up that tower. That was the room where Domhnall was. We're going to come around here until we see a stairway we can go down. We're going to go down that stairway. We're going to come around, and we're going to basically just kind of do it all over again. But before we do that, we're going to come around here and grab the heavy crossbow and the crossbow bolts. We're going to also summon Knight Solaire. He's our buddy. Come on. And we're good. All right, let us enjoy this reveal video. This is pretty cool. They do a good job kind of teasing the boss. Oh, it's an alligator. Okay, cool. Oh, dear God. Good fucking Christ, Japan. Is there nothing you won't think of? So Gaping Dragon. The boss is more visually impressive and terrifying than he actually ends up being. Strat is basically to knock out the tail and then knock out the tail, mostly because of the tail slap. Yeah, there's the tail slap. It's just a real pain in the ass for the rest of his fight. Like, taking out the tail is... Oh, Jesus. All right. Ooh. All right, come on. Solaire, get in there, man. Oh, no, Aaron. Yeah, drink up, buddy. There it is. All right. Cut off the tail nets you the great Dragon King Great Axe, but more importantly, it makes the rest of this fight significantly easier. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting his hitbox. That's weird. I guess I must have just been nailing some of the negative space under his leg. Oh, shit. Oh, God, come on. Ah. That attack animation. All right. So, fortunately, Solaire will kind of tank for us for a bit. And then get vanquished, which is unfortunate. But the nice thing is that it keeps the dragon busy for the opening portion of the fight. And so you're kind of left with this opportunity to, once he's finally focusing on me, or theoretically Aaron, I guess. By the way, Aaron, thank you. He's at, I don't know, half or a third health at that point. Watch out for getting stepped on, I guess. Now, the nice thing about this attack here is that it exposes his head, assuming I don't suck and miss it. And the head... Where'd it go? All right. If you hit the head, you get a bonus to the damage dealt to the tune of, I think, plus 50%. So these hits at 220 would be hitting for 400. Now, there's the acid attack. Watch out for that. This will come out from his mouth and do damage not only to the... the player, but it will also, far more importantly, damage the gear on your doll. So it will... Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. It'll break my shield, break my sword, break my whatever, etc., so forth and so on. So it's bad. We net a healthy amount of souls from that combat, which is excellent. We get a homeward bone, and we get the key to Blighttown, which is super important too. Come over here and pick up the hard leather set. I actually like the hard leather set. It is, however, a very kind of average armor. So it's average armor for weight, it's average defense for weight, it's average resistance for weight, etc., so forth and so on. It does look pretty cool, however. So he gave you a homeward bone at the end of that fight. At this point in time, there's nothing else for you in these tunnels, so you may as well just use the damn thing and pop back to your bonfire. We're going to go ahead and spend our souls. And then off camera, I'm going to run down and get my Claymore up to +6 if I decide I want to go back to that. And doop, boop. We're going to also push this guy to +3 and do the thing. All right, so our strength and dexterity are where I'd like them to be. I think vitality and endurance, however, are dangerously low for... Not that dangerously low, just frustratingly low because I can't wear a lot of armor. So we're going to go ahead and pump that and then start working on getting our vitality and endurance to 20 and then see if I can't get... Well, actually, I feel like my hit points are fine. Yeah, we'll see if I can't get endurance to 25 and then bring vitality up to 20 and then endurance to 30 and then vitality to 25 and then da-da-da-da-da. Once those numbers are at like the higher echelon of where I'd like to keep them, I'll start working on strength and dex again. But for the time being, I've been very, very heavily leaning into offense and not covering down on defense nearly enough. So the next episode, we're going to head to Blighttown and take care of that. In the meantime, however, we've done a lot of really good, exciting things for... can I do anything for the Boulder Shield? No, I don't have enough Titanite shards. That's fine. So we've done a lot of good progress in the depths, and we knocked out the Gaping Dragon and all that kind of fun stuff. And I will see you in the next episode, but I hope you learned something. This is Fiasco, signing out.